Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the sky so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. What's up, everybody? I am TJ Edwardz, and this is your Best Voice Academy. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you for joining me. This is our first lesson here tonight. And so this is score notation, a visual representation of music. So I just read that little piece of music, and I believe that every singer should know the basics of reading. Okay, so let me go back, and I'm gonna sing this in the musical or in the singer's alphabet, which I call solfege. Here we go. Do, do, so, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. So, fa, mi, re. So, fa, mi, re. Do, so, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. All right, so I'm going to show you how I'm doing that, and we're going to use some solfege language as well. And also one thing I want to mention to you all, a couple things I want to mention to you all is that just some basic stuff right here. When you see this note head right here with a stem, that's what we call a quarter note. So I know that is one beat. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, ta, 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 ta. And so that's our language. I'm going to teach you my language and the musical language and how you can also see the visual of music as well. The other thing I want you to notice is right here where it says star right here. So this note head right here that is not filled in is different from this note head that is filled in. Rhythmically, this is 2 beats. We call this a half note. So that's why I say little star and then let it go. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, ta, ta. I want you to do it. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, ta. All right, we're going to move quickly here through this. All right, so we have 8 pitches in the major scale, all right? And the first 5 notes of the major scale are what we call the tonic pentachord. All right, so this is just a little theoretical stuff. But I'm going to skip over some of that, and I'm going to introduce to you the major scale, all right? So these are the first 8 notes you need to learn, because just like we have the primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, you need to know what the scale is of most of the notes that you will be singing, okay? And it goes as follows. Do, let's see if you can see me well, all right? So we have on the left side, which I think my face is kind of blocking that. But the first 2 are do and re. And then you have do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. All right, I want you to sing that with me. Ready, go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. All right, so we're going to come back to that. That's what we call the major scale. And the first 5 notes of that, do, re, mi, fa, sol, are what we call the tonic pentachord, okay? I use that a lot of times when I'm teaching my kids to sight read and this, that, and other. All right, so in order to sight read, you need to make sure that you know do, mi, so, mi, do, or what we call the tonic triad, which is the meat and bread of the chord, okay? So get this in your mind. Do, mi, so, mi, do. You sing it. One more time. Do, mi, so, mi, do. I want you to sing it. All right, so that's a combination of 3 notes built in thirds, built on the home note, which is do at all times, okay? So if you want to know a little bit more about reading, that's how I normally get started with that. is that you must know these first three notes, which are do, mi, so, mi, do, which we learn how to sing in groups or what have you. All right, so let's keep it moving here. So, music notation, our staff, which is what we call the 5 lines and 4 spaces. If you notice there, it actually reads different from what I'm saying, but it's 5 lines and 4 spaces, okay? So you read from bottom up. We have line 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, and then space 1, 2, 3, and 4 here. All right, so when we look at this right here, this is where when you see different notes that people have to sing, or if you play an instrument, this is how we notate our music, okay? So we're not going to do a whole ton of this right here in the Vocal Academy, but I do want to let you know about it. All right, and we'll talk more about it. If you'd like to know more about that particular piece and reading music, I want to introduce more to you. Okay, so tonight, one thing, 2 things that we're going to do. The first thing is we're going to do the vocal warm up number 1. All right, so this is the Faranelli breathing technique. And Faranelli was a famous singer in Europe in the 1700s, and he could hold long notes, and he would just make people faint. All right, so he had very, very great breathing technique, and I always, when I'm teaching someone to breathe correctly, and when we are warming up our voices, okay, this is what we start with, okay? Just one sec. We're going to do inhale 4 beats, hold for 4 beats, and then we're going to exhale for 4 beats. All right. All right, if you're ready, let's go. You want to feel that your belly is inflating here, and it should expand. Inhale, ready. Hold it. Exhale. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. 8 beats. 1, 2, ready. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Good, very good. All right, we're gonna go 12 beats. Ready, go. Inhale. Hold it. Release. All right, we're going to go 16 beats. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. All right, very nice, very nice. Continue to work that out. Remember, it gets better further we go along. All right, let's move on to the next thing here. All right, so we are going to talk about the solfege, and we're going to actually do a solfege warm up here. This is the first thing that you need to know as a singer, okay, is the language. All right, so you hear people hitting notes all over the place, but every one of those notes has a name. Every one of those notes has a name. So the first thing we're going to learn is the major scale. All right, and we're going to do some exercises. So the first exercise that I always go with is the whole major scale, straight up and straight down. You did that earlier, okay? So you're going to sing that along with me. And if my camera, or if my thing here is blocking, just give me one moment. I think I'm going to change this real quick. All right, there we go. So we're gonna follow the red line here. I have a pointer right here. So we're gonna go 1, 2, ready, straight up. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. All right, and then now we're gonna do an additive scale. So we're gonna add one each time. All right, I always start with doing do 3 times. So 1, 2, ready, and do, 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 re, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. All right, and we're going to go backwards now. It's a little bit more difficult. However, you're hitting that high note every single time, so 8 times. So you're actually growing your voice and growing your stamina from this. All right, and I'm actually gonna sing soprano now. All right, here we go. Do, do, ti, do, ti, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. All right. Now we're going to do what we call intervals. Say interval. Interval is the distance between 2 notes. So we're actually going to be skipping over the notes, and we're not going to add each one. All right, here we go. This is how you do the interval. So prime means 1. So do to do is 1. All right. So this is actually the one where we're going to do 3 notes every time. Do will be the first note, and do will be the third note. The second note is the note that will change. All right, here we go. So the way that it works is that I say the interval, and then I will sing the 3 notes, and then you say the interval and you say the 3 notes. I will demonstrate. So for instance, if I say prime, do, 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 prime, do, do, do. So the second time that you heard that repeat is when you say it in rhythm. All right, let's try it. Here we go. I'm going to play the piano with your part, but I'm not going to say your part. That way you can interact with me. Here we go. Prime, do, do, do. Second, do, re, do. Third, do, mi, do. Fourth, do, fa, do. Fifth, do, so, do. Sixth, do, la, do. Seventh, do, ti, do. Eighth, do, do, do. All right, backwards. 1, 2, ready. Prime. Do, do, do. Second. Do, ti, do. Stretch that voice out. Third. Do, la, do. Fourth. Do, so, do. Fifth. Do, fa, do. Sixth. Do, mi, do. Seventh. Do, re, do. Eighth. Do, do, do. Very good. All right. So the last one we're gonna do is what we call thirds. All right. And what that is that we're gonna skip a note. If you on the piano, you would skip each note when you start on C. So instead of playing C to D, you're gonna play C E, and then you're gonna skip F and play G. All right. So that's in thirds. C to E or Do to Mi is a third. Mi to Sol is another third. Mi itself is a prime. Mi to Fa is a second, and then Mi to Sol is a third. All right, so if we would go all the way up the keyboard playing this, it would sound like this. Or in arpeggiation. All right, so this is a great exercise for understanding harmony, especially in thirds. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do, mi, sol, mi, do. Re, fa, la, fa, re. Mi, sol, ti, sol, mi. Fa, la, do, la, fa. Sol, ti, re, ti, sol. La, do, mi, do, la. Ti, re, fa, re, ti, do. Okay. So that is your first vocal warm up. And my suggestion is that you do this every day, if not every day, at least twice a week, okay? To work those vocals out and to understand the basics and get those solfege syllables, all right? Solfege syllables locked inside your head. And one thing I want to explain is that the reason why we use solfege and the history states Guido Arezzo, which is from Italy, had singers who always had to sing songs and they would sing it by memory, and a lot of times they didn't know or forgot how the song went, and so he used their hand. Of course, we have 5 fingers to come up with the staff. All right, and the 4 spaces are the 4 spaces in between your hand, in which he would write down notes in a certain spot on the paper so that they will remember that. Okay, so the written word, don't ever forget this, anything that's written is permanent. All right, so the written word is what we are going for, that we're going to document, and we're going to practice what it is that we want to accomplish here. So this is your first vocal warm up, and I really want you all to work on this and make sure that you understand solfege up and down the scale. Be able to go upwards and backwards. And I always play this video. I always go back and do this video, if nothing else, to work your vocals, okay? And remember, you can always go up the key if that's too low. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. 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 If it's too high, you can go down. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. 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 Okay, so this is the major scale. Thank you all so much. This is TJ signing off. Your best voice. See you soon.